Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, let's just take a minute to talk about how fabulous my hair is today. Oh my gosh, it's just like so silky, so straight. It's just like hair models are jealous of my hair today. And this is all thanks to my mother because she gave me her Chi straightener. Literally the straightener is like, I'm not even joking you when I say it's like 7 or 8 years old. But she quit straightening her hair because she doesn't really like it anymore straight. And she just wears it like kind of curly and bigger now. And now I'm straightening my hair more. And I'm not joking, guys. She got this straightener when like flat irons first started becoming popular, and then the Chi came out and it was like the best on the market. I don't even know what the #1 straightener is right now, but this one's awesome. And this is it right here, and you can see how dingy and old it is, and it's just like, it looks like crap. Seriously, it does. And like the logo is even like wore off of it because it's just so old. But it is seriously like the best straightener ever, still yet. I was using this Revlon one from Walmart, which is just junk. And this one's not very old at all. It's just like maybe a year old. I don't know, something like that. But I never even used it. Anytime I would straighten my hair, I would use my large barrel curling iron and I would just roll it under. But that would just kind of give me like that full bob look. So I really haven't been able to wear it just like stick straight like this, and like, I don't know, because I didn't have a good straightener that would just do this. And so, oh my gosh, I love, oh, it's still hot. So, I love you from afar. But yeah, thank you, Mom. I love it so much. And yes, this literally like took me just a few minutes. Now that I have rambled and went on about my hair, like total diva, we will get into the video. Anyway, what this video is about is a comparison between the Urban Decay Naked Palette, that is this one here. I'm sure everyone and their uncle is familiar with it. And a comparison between that and the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. And this one has been out a while also, but it is newer than the Naked Palette. And this is what this one looks like. And the reason I'm doing this video is because these are my two like favorite palettes that I have, like neutral palettes. I don't have like a whole lot anyway, but whatever. And I have seen a lot, I feel like I'm out of focus. Am I out of focus? I've seen a lot of girls on YouTube be like, well, I think I might like this one better than my Naked palette, but I'm not sure because they've been using their Naked palette forever, and it's just like their faithful palette. I cannot speak. Goodness, get it together, Hope. But like their Naked palette's been like their faithful palette like forever, and that's how it was with me. So I had a really hard time saying that I liked this one better. So I was like, well, I kind of like this one better at the moment, but that was because it was my newer one, so I didn't know if it was just because it was new. But seriously, I reach for this every single day. No matter what look I'm doing, if it's simple, if it's dramatic, if it doesn't matter. This, every single day I use this in some way, it seems like. And I have not seen a comparison on them. I'm sure there's probably 5,000 on YouTube, but I have not personally seen any. I haven't like searched for one or anything, but like the people that I watch, that I enjoy watching, because I'm not one to branch out a whole lot. Like I have, I don't know, maybe 10 people that I like watch like faithfully. Not even that many really. It's probably like more like 5 or 6. But anyway, I haven't seen any of them do a comparison, but I have heard a couple, 2 or 3 of them mention how they wasn't for sure which one they liked better, and that this one might be taking the place of this one, and blah, 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 blah. So I'm doing a comparison for those out there that maybe has one and not the other, or has both and or doesn't have either, whatever the case may be. If you're like wondering which one to buy, I figured I would do a comparison. before we get started, I am not going to be talking about like undertones and like cool tones and warm tone, all that stuff, because I don't know squat about any of that. I'm still trying to figure out my undertones. Seriously, I thought I was cool toned, and I still may be, but I feel like my foundation's a little bit pinker than my skin. But I don't feel like I'm warm toned either, but I like the warm toned colors like on my eyes, but I'm just gonna wear what I want anyway, so it really don't matter. I might be neutral, hopefully. Maybe I feel like I got lipstick on my teeth. I might just be neutral because I literally just feel like either, I'm not trying to be conceited and be like, oh, everything looks good on me, I can wear anything. But seriously, if I want to wear blue, I wear it. If I want to wear red, I wear it, and I enjoy it. Like, I enjoy any of it. Like, if it's what I'm in the mood for that day, I just wear it and I like it. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I look like a clown to some people. But anyway, I'm not a professional makeup artist. I do my own makeup, and I probably don't even do that right. Like, some people's like, oh, if you're this skin tone, you need to set your under eye concealer with yellow powder or a pink toned powder, or I have no idea, like none of that. I cannot tell you what colors look good on what people, what colors you should wear for your skin tone, eye color, hair color, nothing. Like, I know nothing about that, nothing at all. I couldn't tell you what highlighters to use. Some people's like gold highlighters, pink highlighters for this. I'm just like, hey, I like it, so I stick it on my face, whatever. But anyway, that was a little bit of off the wall tangent there, sorry. But anyway, I'm just trying to say that I'm not a professional. I'm not going to be able to get into it and be like, well, if you're this skin tone, this is going to be the better palette. I'm just going to tell you what I like and dislike about each of them. And really, there's not a whole lot of dislikes really about either. It's just there's some things I like better, maybe a little in each one, and then I'll just go ahead and tell you. This one's my favorite. This one took the place of my naked palette. This is the one I reach for. This is the one I love, and if I had to pick just one, this one would be it, which is really weird for me because I'm talking years of this. This is all I wore was this. I went through one of these, like emptied it completely out, and that is not easy to do. That is a lot of eyeshadow. So it was like every day, all day, constantly. This was my palette. So it was really weird for me to be like, oh yeah, this took the place of it, but it did. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, first off, we'll just start with price. They're very, very close in price. This one is actually, I think, $4 cheaper than this one. That is on the Ulta website, which is what I went by. This one was $49, and I think this one was $53. So really, $4, who cares, whatever. Second, we will talk about packaging. Chocolate bar wins, hands down, in my opinion. It's just so cute. I mean, it's a chocolate bar. It looks like a Hershey's chocolate bar, and it's got the really cute writing, and I like that it's like a harder case. This one is, I mean, it's not ugly packaging, but where it's that like fabricy, velvety, whatever, like everything sticks to it. It gets really dirty, and like you can see, this is like eyeshadow stuck on it. Lint gets stuck on it. And I mean, I haven't had any trouble like with sturdiness with it or anything. It's just, this is just adorable, okay? Let's just face it. As far as the inside mirror, the chocolate bar palette is slightly larger. And I hate to blind you all. I'm just gonna try to quickly. It's just barely larger, so really the mirror isn't a big deal. I don't use the mirrors anyway. Some people make a big deal about that, but I really don't even use the mirrors on a palette because I'm always sitting at my vanity, so whatever. Okay, so let's just start off with the eyeshadows themselves. In the Naked palette, you get 12 eyeshadows, which I mean is a good amount of eyeshadow. But with the chocolate bar palette, I believe you get 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. My bad. You get 16 eyeshadows. And I don't know if it's just the shape or what, but for some reason, I'm going to hold them like this so that you can really get a comparison. I feel like these eyeshadows might be a little bit bigger, but I don't really know. The other thing that I like better about this palette is you get more matte shades, because in the chocolate bar palette you only get these two right here and everything else is a shimmer. And these are very, very similar. They're just, one is a little bit lighter than the other, but they're basically like really similar shades. In the chocolate bar palette you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matte shades. So you triple your matte shades and you get a little bit more, obviously you're going to get more of a variety, and you get these colors. You get a dark brown, a kind of, I don't know, it's a brown but it's kind of like a, I don't know, kind of like a caramel color, I think. I don't know. You get a pink. This is a, I'm so out of focus. You get this like baby pink. You get like this normal light brown. This one has more, it looks like more of a yellow or green tone to it. And then you get this one, which is like my personal favorite, and it's like almost a peachy color. It's actually called Salted Caramel. This one right here. And then, I'm going to wipe off one of these fingers. You get the matte highlighter shade. That is another thing I really like about this, is because you not only get your matte, more yellowy toned highlighter shade, but you get your shimmery, more like pinky toned highlighter shade. And so I like that you have, you know, a little bit of a variety. That way if you don't want a lot of shimmer, because not everyone wants shimmer all the time on their brow bone, and obviously you can always just use something else, but I'm just talking about if you only have this palette, like one of these, if that's all you had. Okay, so the other thing that I like about this palette is I feel you get more like colors in it rather than just neutrals. And I know you kind of got like this pinky toned one here, and then this one kind of has like a blue tint to it, sort of. But in this one you have this purple, you have this pink, you have like this reddish wine colored one. So I feel like you get more like color in it rather than just the neutral colors. The cons about the chocolate bar palette, that is not necessarily a con to me, but it might be to some people, is that you do not get a black shade in this. You do get this really dark brown right here, but you're not going to get like your black like you have here. I'll show you. This is actually the more like silvery black shade, and then this is your brown matte shade. So these are your two darkest shades in each palette. I personally like this one better because I like the matte and I like browns better than I do silvery blacks. And that is what I don't like about this, is that the darkest shade is a shimmer. Like, it's like silvery toned. I don't know, I just ain't crazy about it. These are actually my two least favorite colors in the palette, but the dark one in this palette I really love. But like I said, to some people that might be a deal breaker that you don't have like your black silvery tone shades in it, because a lot of people like that, but I love browns and golds more than blacks and silvers myself. The one thing that I do not like about this palette, but then again I kind of do like it but dislike it at the same time, is that your colors come on this little plastic slip like this that goes over it. And I think that's really cute because it kind of gives that box of candy vibe to it, where it's got like the little, you know, sheet that has the names over top of the chocolate. I think that's really cute. But if you lose this, bye-bye, then you're not really going to know what your eyeshadows are unless you have them memorized, which no one's going to really sit and do that on purpose. I mean, I have most of them memorized. Like my favorite ones, you have triple fudge and salted caramel and white chocolate and whatever, milk chocolate, all that. But if you are doing videos like this, or someone says, hey, what color are you wearing on your eyes, it's going to be like harder to automatically remember rather than have it, you know, written on it like these are. These have the names right under it. But like I said, this is a really cute idea also, so I'm not going to complain about that too much because I think it's cute personally, but to some people that may be annoying because they don't want to have to keep up with this thing. Like I said, I kind of like it. Okay, as far... Lovey, honey. As far as pigmentation goes, I don't really see a big difference in either. Hold on, I'll just swatch like two similar colors. Hold on. So I'm swatching Half Baked and Creme Brulee right here. And they are basically, I don't know if you can tell, let me stick it down here with it. If you can see these two colors side by side, they are super, super similar, the gold colors. So this is them both swatched on my fingers. This here is Creme Brulee from the Chocolate Bar palette, and this here is Sidecar, which is a little bit darker, and I'm just going to rub them on my hands. Okay, so this is Creme Brulee and this is Sidecar, and you can see they are both very highly pigmented with just one swipe. I mean, you're not going to see a big quality difference, I don't think, in these palettes. I think they're both great. As far as fallout, you are going to have more fallout with the darker colors, but I think that's with any palette. I don't think you're ever going to be able to put on like a dark brown or a blackish gray color without getting some kind of fallout on your cheeks or whatever under eye area. So that's just something I think you're always going to have to look out for. I don't feel like either one of them is worse than the other as far as that goes. So as far as the quality of the eyeshadows, I think that it's a tie. I think they feel the same. I think they pretty much look the same. I think they go on the same. The only thing about this, the eyeshadows themselves, that I think is better is the smell. Oh my gosh. These smell like just sugar, like delicious. I just want to eat this palette. I love it so much. But that's not really anything to do with like the quality of it. It's just kind of like a little perk, I think, about it that I just think is cute. This one is just all around, I think, a cuter, more put together, thoughtful palette. I mean, all the names are like chocolatey sounding or dessert sounding. The package itself is like a chocolate bar. It smells like chocolate. It's made from cocoa. And I just think that this is just such a well put together palette. If this is all you ever had, you have enough matte shades in this to never have to buy anything else if these are the kind of shades you like. I mean, it is a lot of warm shades. I wasn't going to talk about that, but I mean, that's what I like. I like golds, I like bronzes, I like browns. I'm not into like blacks and silvers, which is it has two of those in it, but then this has a lot of gold shades in it too, so I was always very happy with it. I just didn't use these two shades very much. I stuck with, you know, more of this. But all in all, this has more shadow. It's $4 cheaper. The packaging is by far the cutest. It has more matte shades. It has another option for a highlighter shade. Another thing is this highlighter right here on the bottom, the pinkish shimmery one. I'm actually wearing on my face. I wear it a lot. I just think it is a very pretty face highlight. I like that the highlighter shades are bigger because that is something that you use every single time. Like anytime that you wear, if you're just using this palette alone, it doesn't matter what colors you wear, you're going to highlight your brow bone with one of these shades. So I like that they give you bigger, you know, highlighting shades. That's another thing about it. But all around, I just think if you are going to go buy one, I would go for this. Unless, the only thing that would be a deal breaker for somebody is if they have to have those silvery black, those two silvery black shades that's at the end of this palette. That is the only reason that I would see that you would get this over this. But like I said, I don't even like those shades. So this one, you get more bang for your buck, I think is what they say. So you get more shadows, you get a cuter package, it smells better, you just get more options altogether as far as mattes and shimmers. You get a little bit more of like color options like this purple and the pink, and then the kind of like reddish brown color. It doesn't really have anything like that in this palette. So I think if you're going to run out and get one, you get this one. This is the one that I would get. And that is my reasons why I love this one more than I love this one. Now, I still love my Naked Urban Decay palette. Urban Decay Naked palette, that's what it's called. I still love this one. I still use this one. I still reach for it a lot. So that's really all I have to say about these palettes. I hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think down below. Tell me which one you like best. And yeah, I guess that's everything. So now that I have nothing else to say, I will leave you with God bless, goodbye, and see you next time. Hi guys. Ugh. That came out weird. Oh, and I forgot to mention the Naked palette comes with a brush, but no biggie. It's just a brush. Like total diva. Oh, everything looks good on me. I can wear anything.